Hello there, Greg Bashansky here, co-host of Voices from the Eyrie, a Gargoyles podcast, and I'm trying my hand at a collection video. Right here we see right in front of us is my little display for the 1986 Transformers the movie. You got the cast here, the Matrix being passed from Optimus to Rodimus, Scourge, Cyclonus, the Sweeps, Galvatron. Got the HasLab Unicron right here. I love that. Plus that RED Megatron with the transition into Galvatron. And some more figures below. I was given an extra Galvatron, these Dinobots, Sharkticons and Alicons, the Quintesson box set. And here's my Detective Broadway from NECA, Super 7 Cobra Commander, and a Hasbro Cobra Commander. Bunch of DVDs. The new Logan from the 2-pack, SH Figuarts Indiana Jones and Christian Bale Batman. My one animation cell from the Gargoyles episode Temptation. Sideshow Darth Vader. NECA Dracula. Some SH Figuarts Avengers. SH Figuarts Avengers Villains, Thanos and Loki. And some JoJo Classifieds Range Vipers, and I think that's Outback. Gustavo Fring, the 1954 Godzilla. I apologize, this is my first time doing this. Heisenberg, a little Viking from Norway. Actually came from Norway. Godzilla 1985, the SH Figuarts Joker, Runabout and Runamuck. Saul Goodman, who would of course defend those two in court, if given the chance. I've got the Ark here with Siege Optimus and Siege Megatron. From Beast Wars, Optimal Optimus and Transformers 2 Megatron. And the Nemesis from the end of Beast Wars. And my Masterpiece collection, a bunch of third-party post-movie characters. Some Titans. Third-party Galvatron, Cyclonus and Scourge. Titan, Scorponok, and Trypticon, as well as Predaking. And some more Masterpieces. The Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Siege Omega Supreme. Megatron. Third-party Soundwave. The Seekers. Motormaster. A third-party Bruticus and Devastator, the Titan Devastator. And some various Chug Transformers, HasLab Starsaber in the background, Optimus Vector Sigma, Minor Megatron, Orion Pax, Alpha Trion, Soundwave and Megatron, Menasor, there's HasLab Deathsaurus in the back. Love that figure. And a bunch of miscellaneous figures, some video game stuff. Solid Snake, Bowser, Liquid Snake, there's Sniper Wolf and Maleficent there. Mario. Some Lord of the Rings figures, most of the Fellowship, just missing Merry Pippin. There's Sauron, to be able to figure Sauron in the back. And a bunch of accessories in the front. Saruman needs to be set back up, and there's a couple of Halo figures that fell over. I'll have to pick those up. Omega Prime in the back. Yes, I am getting the HasLab. Some Cobra Morays fighting wetsuit. Trying to pose them like they're swimming. Mafex Superman. Mafex Batman. Some third-party Beast Wars Transformers. And some mainstream Takara Maximals. There we are. And Predacons. My NECA Gargoyles shelf. Love these. Love these figures. Waited my whole life for these. Really happy to have them. Hope the line continues. So I have room for Coldstone and Macbeth here. Love the way I've got Bronx posed. This third-party set from Criminal Otaku with the Hunter's Moon set, as well as Titania's Mirror. A custom Shari with Thalog there from Anthony's Customs. Commissioned that a couple years ago. Some DC figures, another Anthony's Customs, Vandal Savage in the back. These are mostly Mattel before it lost the license. Shartimus Prime sold me that Swamp Thing. A mixture of JLU, Young Justice, as well as comics, all sorts of things. This is not tied to one continuity. And G.I. Joe Classified. A line I did not expect to love as much as I do. Really well done. One of the best things that Hasbro is currently doing. Sergeant Slaughter selling toys in the front. Storm Shadow. Bunch of Cobras, the Baroness. I kit bought Baroness out of a few different ones. Serpentor. Cobra Commander. The Trouble Bubbles. The twins, Tomax and Zaymot. Bunch of Crimson Guard. And here's the first Marvel Legends shelf. Monsters and Magic. Swords and Sorcery. Mephisto, the Marvel Select. Got a Frost Giant back there. Doctor Doom battling Mephisto for his mother's soul. And here is my HasLab Galactus. I love that. Oh, fuck. Silver Surfer fell over. I'll have to pick him up a little bit later and come back. And no, really love that Galactus. Great centerpiece. And here's my Cosmic Shelf. The Fantastic Four. There's Nihilus in the back. You can see Lilandra. Nova, who came with the HasLab Galactus. Guardians of the Galaxy. Thanos on the throne, purchased from X-Man E87. Or X-Men E97, sorry. And here's my X-Men. I'm very much a Claremont Byrne and Classics fan, so that's why I've got that Storm there. Jean Grey as well. Colossus fighting Juggernaut. Wolverine versus Sabretooth. That's the new Sabretooth from the 2-pack. The Hellfire Club. That's the Mafex Magneto. I love that Magneto figure. One of my favorites. Arcade. The Brotherhood. Mr. Sinister and Apocalypse in the back. My HasLab Sentinel with a really long tentacle. Shadow King. Dark Phoenix and Archangel. And here are my Avengers. Black Panther. You can see Coulson. Hawkeye. Squirrel Girl and Falcon. The Fantastic Four again, hanging out with the Avengers. Iron Man swooping in. Captain America taking shots from Viper. Loki versus Thor. Baron Zemo. Hydra. Love that MODOK. Crossbones. That figure is very hard to get. Another Thanos snapping his fingers. Doctor Doom. Ares. Peter Benjamin Parker. Secret Wars Doctor Doom. And here's my Spider-Man shelf. My street-level Spider-Man shelf. Peter Parker. Mary Jane Jameson. Shackles is holding a Spidey head. Shartimus Prime showed me that Spidey that's fighting Ock. The Amazing Friends. Norman Osborn in the back. Kingpin. Got a bunch of figures hanging from the ceiling. Black Cat. Got a plush Goliath and Demona right here. Headless Horseman and Jason Voorhees, the Ghostbusters. I love that NECA Spider Gremlin. More Ghostbusters. The Boys, Homelander. Some Star Wars figures. I chase figure arts in Star Wars. Not all of these are mine. Got some NECA aliens too. And Alf hanging out with them. Why is Robocop there? Oh, Bishop. Bunch of Gundams. None of these are mine, but they look really cool. I don't have the talent to put together these model kits. I wish I did. More Gundams. Again, really cool. Some Iron Man armors, some NECA and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, some retro stuff. Like that Dino Riders T-Rex, which I've had since 1988. I had that for a long time, and it's still in great condition. I'm probably going to sell these Masters of the Universe. I picked them up out of nostalgia, and I don't know why I did. Dungeons and Dragons, these were fun. That Power Ranger was given to me as a prank, because I really don't like Power Rangers. Animated Megatron. Berserk, the God Hand. I try to make sure no one sees that Slan figure when they walk in. At least it's not the first thing people see. Lupin the Third, a little bit of Cowboy Bebop, more Berserk. My SH Monster Arts Godzilla collection. Mecha Godzilla, the Smog Monster, the Shin Godzilla with Destroyer! Mothra, more of the Smog Monster, a bunch of little tanks on the ground. And this is the Final Fantasy collection. None of these are mine, but man, I wish they were. These are gorgeous. These are Playkai Arts. Sephiroth. More retro stuff. That's a classic Serpentor from '86, still in great condition. This shelf is a lot of miscellaneous stuff. If I have to clear out one shelf to make room for more things, this is probably going to be the shelf that is the first to go. Although I do really like that Hall of Justice, some Young Justice stuff. And that Crowley was made for me by my friend Jennifer L. Anderson. The HasLab His Tank. Castiel was also made by Jennifer L. Anderson. These tree toppers that she would make for the holidays. And here we are upstairs. Mafex. Some classic retro Transformers. Mafex. No, Mezco Darkseid, Mezco Iron Man, and Superman. Goliath Vows 2-pack. The Sauron Gauntlet. Demona from the Vows 2-pack. R.E.D. Galvatron. I don't know why I have that shark. The Mezco Fantastic Four fighting Doctor Doom in front of some omnibuses. And Herbie the robot. The HasLab Sky Striker. I need to clean up that area. Saruman Staff. Mezco Green Goblin Spidey. A Demona Bus. The Magneto Helmet. Some books. The Eye of Odin. I had the Remorm up there. The Phoenix Gate. A bunch of Gargoyles figures still in their packaging. Of course, I'm going to have those. And here it is. Galactus with the Silver Surfer back right on top. Glad I was able to fix that. I love the way that came out. I love the way that looks. And here's an overall look of the collection. Really proud of this. You can see a bunch of Spider-Mans hanging from the ceiling, which I really should go in for a closer look. And that Demona poster was printed for me by Robbie Bavard, who colored the SLG comic. Autographed by Greg Weisman, Marina Sirtis, Frank Parr, and Greg Guler, and Robbie himself. Really happy to have that. Really happy about all of this. I probably should come back and take a look at the Spidey collection hanging from the ceiling. This is hosted on the Spidey Dude Radio Network, or might be. Spidey carrying Stan. There's Shocker, first appearance Spidey. Green Goblin versus Spidey, that was tricked out by Anthony's Customs. Prowler, the Punisher, Silver Sable. Spectacular Spider-Man, Green Goblin, 90s Spidey and 90s Doc Ock in the background. Vulture. Spider-Verse. The Amazing Bagman. And there's the Willem Dafoe Green Goblin, video game, Insomniac Spidey. Great stuff. Great stuff. Hobgoblin fighting Spider-Girl, the Red Goblin. Spidey 2099, a couple of them. And now take a look at the collection. It took years and years and years to put this together. I am not rich, but follow your passions, enjoy your hobbies. You can get a cool display, or a very dorky display like this. The Museum of Dorkdom.